this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my face, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing. Only winning is success and ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my coupe. Only winning is success and on my coupe. Ain't no dub, ain't no L.
The sun is set in Chicago. The temps have dipped and will continue to do so. Jacket and blanket weather. It's that time of year at Soldier Field. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A huge play there for Chicago. 71 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Let's go, nigga.
First and goal from just inside the 5. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 5-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. This will be caught at about the 6. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. He may try and run for this. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Terrible.
Big third down stop. I can almost hear that defense saying, go ahead, go for it. Try it. Try it.
You see that swagger out there, don't you? You see him saying, yeah, go ahead and give it one more shot. But I think if you're the head coach in this situation with you having the ball, just tip your cap to the guy on the other side. Say, okay, you got me this time. Kick the field goal. We'll see you the rest of the game.
Well, if they would go for it and not get it, though, the other offense would have a long way to go in the other direction. After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro.
Amir Abdullah on the Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Damn, that was a... Ugh.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it's Darnold. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. Second down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where he, their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
And 5 yards to go.
Complete, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
Oh, shit, man.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Darnold to throw again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Khalil Mack in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Back to throw, Darnold. Setting up the screen for Cook. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Down near the 30-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down.
18 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. Then the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. To throw is Kaepernick. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down now, it's Patterson, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Now a give right side. Patterson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Shotgun snap now from Kaepernick.
Damn it.
Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kaepernick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Oh, shit.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Here the Vikings Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Back to the air, Darnold on second down. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
Minnesota.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A first down throw, Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Again, Darnold. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And finally goes down before reaching the 20.
Holy shit, I pushed the wrong one.
Well, he's definitely a big target out there, listed as 6'4".
That was
He used
bullshit.
one of those extra inches to go up and make that catch.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. They'll try the end around with Green. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Faking the give, Darnold sliding out of the pocket, completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
3, Vikings nothing.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Being chased out left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Ford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. In his own end zone, it's Kaepernick. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot it down at the 14-yard line.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Bears on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They run with Patterson. That'll go as a pickup of 8. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now this time, Kaepernick will throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. That is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And here comes Abdul.
Man, I miss Roberts.
It'll be 37 yards there. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
This is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the...
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down, Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
the 19.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Green's got it over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 and 9. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. They'll run with Cook. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2nd down and goal. Darnold flushed out right. And it's caught. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A couple extra tight ends are in. 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying the power game with Ham. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Hey.
C.J. Ham. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
Yes.
The Vikings have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
The score, Vikings 7,
Ooh.
Bears 3.
Let's go.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackle there. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Cohen. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Kaepernick to throw. And an incomplete pass.
Kaepernick's pass.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Kaepernick now to throw. And the throw is going to be incomplete.
His old brain remembers when I see 4 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a nice job here to down this right on the 5-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Green with a catch left side. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before the break. Darnold is going to loft one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we reach intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports.
Tyler Ross about to get his contract. Now he hurt, and I'm struggling like a motherfucker. Oh, he getting paid now. Shit, I came with a ball without this motherfucker. Damn. Come on, Rob. He getting paid now. Shit.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. On second and 11 now. Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now it's Darnold. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And
What?
out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
Oh, he was out of bounds.
He
That
was
nigga
able
want.
to catch
Come
in the
on,
first
man.
half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. So into Bear territory.
He was out like a
now. This is
motherfucker.
first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Play action. It's Darnold. Dancing to his left.
Dude,
They'll
where my
wind up
phone
getting right
at?
about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Oh, yo.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. A give. This is Cook. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
The ball carrier. He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Here's Darnold. And able to find Green. Touchdown.
Knew I was in the wrong defense.
A.J. Green.
And I was in the wrong defense. God damn.
And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
I was in the wrong D on that
That seemed pretty
one. Man, I was in the wrong
obvious for the
D.
offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter. Decent length drive. And you add your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game.
Damn, I was in the wrong
So it's a
defense.
touchdown lead, right?
Wrong
Because
defense.
you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field.
Motherfucker.
You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense
Oh,
some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Damn it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
First and 10 at the 40.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Jonathan Allen.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. But he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
On the coverage.
Struggling today.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Open man is Miller. He's got it.
Good catch, baby. Come on, good catch. Good catch.
One heck of a third down conversion.
Good catch, baby. Let's do this. Good catch.
Time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one
Nice catch.
But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Kaepernick now on first down. And that
Come on, man.
Complete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
Let's go. Let's go.
Get this deficit down a little bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Let's go. Come on, D.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown.
Oh,
as
shit.
they nurse this small lead. Now the result here, a pickup of 8.
What was all that on that?
2 to go on 2nd down.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have you guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Darnold on 3rd down. And he gets this one down to 40. They'll mark it down to 39.
Come
It's a gain of
on.
11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Come on.
So from the 39
Holy
now, they'll
shit.
come up on 1st and 10. A play fake, and it's Darnold out to his left.
There we go. There we go.
Get rid of it. He's taken down. Below Nichols. Busted
Bilal.
through to get him for a loss of 6.
Good shit, Bilal.
Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Darnold now to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
That was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Set up down around the 15.
39 yards.
Man.
39 that time.
Oh, shit.
Line of scrimmage, the 15.
Shit.
First and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. This will be caught just inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets
hit that
from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2-yard line.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Takes this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
Oh,
and
shit.
the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
Hey!
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Vikings
That would hurt right
41.
there.
Bears.
That hurt. That was a good drive. That was a good drive. That hurt.
And send this one away.
That one hurt.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
At the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Patterson on the carry. Cordero Patterson. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Yeah, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan.
Let's go. Come on, D. Can we do something now? Shit, let's do it.
They got it done in this game.
Come on.
I'll always Bears. Remember that appearance?
Can we play some defense?
Brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front
Lord
of
have
the
mercy.
for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Got him. Eddie, baby. Eddie. That's Eddie Jackson right there, baby.
Jackson picks it.
That's Eddie.
Big pickup that time, and that's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Come on, y'all. Punch this shit in.
Wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Straight 4 down. Straight. Ain't bullshit.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run.
God damn it.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, after the loss on 1st down, they're going to walk that line and understand they don't have to rush just yet. But time is still going to be a factor in their decision-making. Call your play. Make sure everyone knows what they're doing. You have to score a touchdown here. You've got to find a way to cash in.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Here's Patterson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
Bullshit.
Much better than the 1st. Just a gain of 1 there.
His pass became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Motherfucker. Damn.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bears have retaken the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Bears 25, Vikings 21. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
Again, it's Cook.
All right, y'all. Come on, man. Come on, y'all. Stop bullshit. Front game.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old
Come on, y'all.
football players. Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
1st down, Vikings.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
I know where you're going. I know where you're going.
Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. Green's got it over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
This sucks, man. Bullshit. Come on, y'all.
On first down, Darnold. Little pitch and catch here to Rudolph. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That's a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Darnold to throw again. Setting up the screen for Cook. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
Oh! Come on, Eddie.
That's a good job there creating the contact.
Come on, man.
And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
God dang.
Is good. And that'll bring him back.
Come on, Eddie. That was yours,
So
man.
with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted.
Come on, Eddie. God dang it. That was your pick, bro. Right in your hand. You Eddie Jackson, nigga.
Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed when this one is over.
Eddie fucking Jackson, you dropped that shit?
He returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Right now.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack, had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
My cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And a little bit here to his running back.
He got that.
He's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Kaepernick now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete.
Woo! Woo! Cordell, baby.
Before crossing over out of Benton.
Man, he pausing for.
That's good for a Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Hold up.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 20-yard line.
Again, it's Cohen.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
The running back.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Start using them timeouts, baby.
There, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Start using them timeouts.
They have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Nah, call a timeout, bro. Call a timeout.
4th quarter, 2 minutes
All
on
right,
the clock
that's what
in
we
a
got.
tight 1-point game.
What we got? Let's go.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. On 2nd down, it's Patterson, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They'll keep it on the ground. Patterson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
I'm going for this shit, bro. Fuck that.
Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Going for that.
Pushing it in from a yard away.
Going for that.
And the Bears will add on to their lead.
Well, that was
Going for that.
absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just
Oh no! Oh no! Oh my God! Oh shit! You bastard! Oh man, fingers missed the extra point. Oh Lord! Oh man, hands were shivering. Oh, what the fuck? Motherfucker. MF. old man hands, bro. I swear, man. I'm too old for this shit.
Up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinator's probably scratching their head. Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy.
Old man hands, bro.
Let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy,
Get the fuck out of here.
because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Now, that was some bullshit right there. That was bullshit. That was. Come on now. That was bullshit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
Holding.
Into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's got the first down here and then some, but a penalty flag down.
Can't believe I missed that extra point.
Coming back. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
That's bullshit right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And inside.
Can't believe I missed that extra point. Lord have mercy.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining.
I can't believe I missed that extra point. Lord have mercy. That's that bullshit, man. Whew.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Darnold. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen in the final minute. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I can't believe I missed that extra point.
And no
Game supposed to be over right now.
And we are tied here in the 4th.
God damn.
So here comes the kickoff.
Defense is letting me down like a motherfucker, too.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. He spins free and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
That's some bullshit. Damn. Lord.
The Bears offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable. They have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. They try again with Cohen. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
To throw is Kaepernick. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Damn. That's fucked up. Take this shit in the OT. I deserve to lose this motherfucker.
5 yards.
Oh, shit.
2nd down. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so
Hate myself right
we
now.
had sudden death. First team to score wins.
Woo, missed that extra point.
Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
That was a terrible.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. First throw of overtime for Kaepernick. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
I deserve to lose this game. I deserve to lose this game. I do.
Like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second.
I deserve to lose this
I'm not
shit.
sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to bring that down for us.
I deserve to lose this game. For real. It's over now. Damn, fucked up. And that extra point, man.
29 yards and a first. So not quite a first and goal.
Damn.
It's first and 10 from the 10. Now Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it.
Good game. Fuck.
You're trying to end the game right here.
Ain't it hurt? That game hurt.